Hallihallo, willkommen zurück zu Steelrising. Wir sind in Montmartre und was machen wir denn da? Gucken wir mal. Karte. So, erstmal mal die Kanonenkugel beschaffen. Ich muss mit dem letzten Kerl, den ich aus dem letzten Boss praktisch, ich weiß gar nicht wie er heißt, den muss ich jetzt auf jeden Fall erstmal sprechen. Hallo? Da und dann rechts. Mit dem Codelos de Lachios.
Monsieur Laclos.
Laclos.
The representatives of the people are asking for your help, monsieur.
Who exactly are you talking about?
The patriots and representatives of the Third Estate who escaped the massacre.
I need names, madame.
Monsieur de Robespierre, Monsieur Lavoisier, the Marquis de Lafayette.
All these men have declared themselves enemies of the cause to which we have sworn allegiance to.
Is there any cause more important than saving the nation?
No, of course not. And what do these so-called defenders of the people want from me?
They believe they have found a way to neutralize the royal automats for good. And to do it, they beg you to give them one of the explosive cannonballs you invented.
Ma foi, if there is a way to stop these death machines, then I
Genau,
have
da
a
bist du
duty to
verpflichtet
assist them.
dafür.
But you must understand that I shall remain on my guard. When doing
Na
deals
klar,
with the
kannst du
enemy, you
wachsam
must take
sein.
precautions for when the game ends.
If that's how you feel, then by all means take steps to ensure your safety.
Let me think. Where are the representatives?
At the Couvent des Cordeliers.
Very well. Here's what we're going to do. I will go to the convent immediately and try to negotiate a truce. As for you, here is the key to a trunk in the next room. It contains a prototype of my cannonball, as well as the patents and pages that explain how to manufacture it. Bring all of this to me at the convent. However, do not give me anything unless I specifically request it. Is that clear?
Perfectly clear, monsieur.
Erst zeigen,
I
wenn
will
du
follow
sagst.
your instructions.
Are you making progress, madame?
Dites-moi.
In these vamps not content. It seems.
Habe ich alles schon gemacht. So, ist dabei belassen. Die hohle Kanonenkugel beschaffen. Da ist die Kiste. So, wir haben auch noch was vergessen. Fertig gelesen? Ja, fertig gelesen. Tempel gelangen. So, was machen wir jetzt als nächstes? Gehen wir zum Tempel oder? Tagebuch, Nebenaufgaben. In der Bastille werde ich das erst herausfinden. Aber er sagte, wenn ich noch nicht alles abgeschlossen habe, soll ich doch zurückgehen. Komisch. Regis muss die Gräfin von Convente mal Maria finden. Nähe der Bastille und den Tempel. Ja, scheiße, bleibt mir nichts anderes über. Als der erstmal wieder hinzureisen. Da ist nichts mehr. Die Notizen entziffern, das ist auch immer noch nicht gemacht irgendwie, ja. Vielleicht ja jetzt. Ist alles ein bisschen verwirrend. Was man besser als erstes macht und später.
Madame, these gentlemen and I have come to an agreement.
That is good news.
We will resolve our differences when the time comes. The matter is settled.
You can count
good.
on it, Laclos. But now it is clear that we are fighting the same adversary.
Adversary? You are rather indulgent, Monsieur le Marquis. It seems that you are still fond of him, despite his heinous crimes.
Oh, de grâce.
Truly, the king is no more than a wild beast. And together, in large numbers, we will hunt him down.
Hunt
Madame,
him down.
please
Machen wir
give the
das.
model and the engineering notes to Monsieur de Robespierre. However, you shall hold on to the patents. No one knows what the future may hold.
Let there be peace between you gentlemen, for there is still much work to be done. We believe
Genau,
we now have a
noch
way to
viel zu
destroy
tun.
the
Gibt der
lanterns.
Ruhe.
Without them,
Seid
the
alle lieb.
machines will no longer be able to carry out their sinister task. But it is still just a strategy, which needs to be tested. And even a conclusive experiment will not guarantee our success. Where will we find a working cannon? How will we get more vitriol? How will we make more cannonballs? Please, I ask each of you to set to work without delay.
An die
Pour la
Arbeit.
nation, messieurs.
Pour la nation.
Pour la nation!
Pour la Nation. Die Laternen der Toten, okay. Das war's, sorry kurz. Mitteilungen. Hilf Robespierre über seinen Plan gegen die Automaten in das Bündnis mit Laclos vermitteln. Okay. Dann ist die Trophäe auch durch.
Monsieur le Marquis,
I'm listening, Aegis.
I spoke
soll ihn
with
noch
Monsieur
nicht
Moreau
beschuldigen,
and
glaube ich,
Monsieur
ja?
Laclos.
Ah, the scoundrels. Did you force them to confess? Do you know what they did with the children?
They admitted to organizing the ambush at Gros Caillou.
Cursed recreants. Cowardly corrupters of innocence. Where are they holding their prisoners? They must be rescued immediately.
They do not have Charlotte and the Dauphin.
Excuse me? They dare to claim that?
It is the truth. The ambush was a catastrophe. The king had gotten wind of your plans. Automats from Versailles slaughtered the kidnappers and seized the children. By now, the children will have been reunited with their father. There is little doubt about that.
Mon Dieu. Then it is from the clutches of that tyrant in his own palace that they must be saved. I fear that such an undertaking is doomed to failure, although there is no question of giving up.
Verschwörung. Trophäe erhalten. Stell für Lafayette Ermittlungen zum Komplott der Royalisten an. Okay. Habe ich geschafft. Ist dabei belassen. So. Weil eine Trophäe ist, ich soll ihn noch nicht beschuldigen, erst noch ankündigen stellen.
Have you found my mother?
No.
Nee,
Not
da muss
yet.
ich erst noch hin.
Remember,
Goodbye, Miss.
Have you found Monsieur Marat?
Yes. You were right. He is hiding in the quarries of Montmartre.
Did he show you the way to the Bastille?
No. But he told me about the tunnels that will take me to the Temple. From there, I can fight my way to the Bastille.
The man is trustworthy, as long as he does not count you among his enemies. You should leave us and take up his advice immediately.
Were you present when the Estates General was dissolved?
Oui, madame. I had a front row seat. I witnessed what it cost to defy the crown. We laid bare before the king the abject misery of his subjects. It was more than he could suffer.
So, ich lass
he
dir
had
mal
the
kurz
people's
fertig
representatives
reden, ich komme gleich
dispersed by
wieder.
means of bayonets. At least we only had to contend with soldiers made of flesh and blood, positively angelic compared to the machines that have swept through Paris.
Entschuldigen Sie, die Angelegenheit war von wichtigster Dringlichkeit. So, jetzt haben wir es dabei belassen.
Goodbye, Monsieur de Robespierre.
Sorry fürs Nuscheln und Kuscheln. Dass die Königin ihren neuen Anweisungen erteilt, okay. Das heißt später Bailey abgeben. Später. Jetzt muss zum Konvent der Cordeliers zurückgehen und den Marquis de Lafayette. Ja, das ist jetzt noch nicht gut. Da, Bailey.
Monsieur Bailly. Here are the blueprints you asked for.
Good heavens. You found them.
Your thieves were not able to profit much from their theft. They met with an unfortunate end.
Oh, the poor souls. Their crimes did not deserve such a permanent ending.
Certainly, certainly. Let us look at these documents now, if you will.
No, Antoine, the F-wheel is not part of the cog that transfers the driving force to the escapement.
Diable, you're right. It's driven by the B-wheel, and its axis is on the shaft that's visible at this point.
Precisely. In fact, the shaft sits between the conical bearing and the small groove here. See?
True. It's decided then. All we would have to do is separate these two plates to disable the entire thing.
And to put them back in place at the agreed time to start the machine again.
You will not be able to assist me. I have to do it alone. Half a league away.
You must be joking.
By no means. You'll have to find another solution.
Unfortunately, madame, you're asking us to do the impossible.
Oh, ça, par exemple.
Once your spirit is untethered from this automat, it will be impossible for you to start the machine up again.
Hold on, my dear Antoine. Is this device in Figure 4? Is it still in place?
Yes, it is. What of it?
Bon sang. It's a timer. It's primitive, true, but fully functional.
The dial has marks from 1 to 15. Probably minutes.
It was to allow Eugène to plan the duration of Ludia's dances in advance.
Oh, I see. And by reversing the position of this peg in the center, we could instead turn it into a period of inactivity.
Nous y sommes, mon ami.
Wie ihr das sagt.
Fantastic.
Will Aegis be able to operate this device herself?
We'll make it easier for her. All you have to do is put a bolt there that she can remove when the time is right. Yes, a small iron rod will suffice. We won't have any trouble finding something that will do. When the timer dial reaches 0, the automat will come back to life. However, given the dial's fragility, we will probably get only one chance to try this.
Are you sure that the bond between my soul and this machine will be re-established?
Ma foi, I admit that we can't be sure of this.
werden wir dann
What do
schon
you say,
rausfinden,
mon
ne?
père?
Don't be afraid, Aegis. Unless I've been wrong from the beginning, your soul will seek refuge in the only body it has available to it in this world.
Well then, shall we start the preparations?
Let's begin. My fate is in your hands, monsieur.
Was? Will ich das jetzt schon?
Voilà.
Nein, buh.
Everything is in place. When it's time, just pull on this metal loop to start the
so.
timer.
Remember, you will have 15 minutes and no more before your spirit returns to your body. We wish you good luck, madame.
Remember, to get to Rue de Montmorency, you're best going through the cemetery behind the Église Saint-Jacques in the Quartier de l'Hôtel de Ville. Here is the key to the gate. Our prayers are with you, my child.
Nicolas Flamel letzte Reise, die Zwischenwelt betreten. Ui. Ja, theoretisch kannst du die ganzen Fratzen auch noch mal fragen, ob die noch was
Monsieur
haben. Ne?
Raymond,
Go on, Agent.
what is...
We publish our numbers, and we have men, but it was Monsieur Brissot.
Good old Brissot.
Yes, mon père. He should have arrived. Alas, there has been no sign of him.
I hope to God that no misfortune has befallen.
What fate does the kingdom reserve?
According to tradition.
This rule is most...
This is why, for the past, those who accompany their masters on the journey are imprisoned in the Admiralties. As for those who manage to evade the authorities, they live...
Are you not subject to these laws, Monsieur Raymond?
I am fortunate enough to have been born a subject of the king through my father.
Okay.
Naturally, that makes all the difference.
You are quite a long way from home.
I haven't been back to Saint-Domingue in nearly 5 years. I left my most trusted men in charge of overseeing my indigo. I came to France with the aim of having an audience with the king. I was of the belief that this was the best way to ease the suffering of our enslaved. Alas, it was all for naught.
Das stimmt, ja. Mit den Maschinen hätte man was Besseres machen können.
Disaster ages.
See you later, but...
Mann.
Monseigneur.
What can I do for you?
Goodbye, Monseigneur.
Allez en paix.
Allez, okay.
Have you found my mother? Remember?
Ach ja, stimmt, die ist ja später.
Goodbye, Miss.
Ja. Aber ihn jetzt noch nicht beschuldigen, sonst krieg ich die Trophäen nicht. Mal gucken, was haben wir denn jetzt? Karte. Da werden die Zwischenland betreten. Ja, das ist auch Nebenaufgabe. Theoretisch. Ja, dann ab nach Lassit. Ab in die Zwischenfeld ins Fegefeuer. Mutti. Gut, dass ich schon scheißen war. So, das sieht geht los. Was sagt der Kompass? 300 Meter. Da schön. Na ihr? Hoppala. Mal Sicherheit speichern. Noch ein paar Frostgranaten kaufen. Mir reichen die standardmäßigen. Blitz und mit Eineisen kann ich ja theoretisch auf jeden Fall blitztechnisch. Nicht gut. Darf ich das liegen lassen? Down, okay. Okay. Wie war das? Nach links. Da hoch. Bombte mich, der Sack. Salut. Safety first. Denn nice. Ne. Friedhofsbefehl. Hoppala. Falsch. Hit. Blitzresistenz. Schweindeln. depperten Scheiß Spinnen, ne? Rangiere 2.0. Hey. Alle beide. Grenadierin-Trophäe gekriegt. Sehr schön. 25 Gegner mit Granaten, okay. Ja, um die anderen 100 lähmen und blitzen und so, das sollte ich einfach mit den Waffen machen, ja. Okay, was war das? Was war denn das jetzt für eine Abkürzung? Komm. Ah, ja, ich glaube, ich weiß, wo ich ungefähr bin. Geht nicht. Telefonzelle. Feuer, ja. Blitz. Frostfächer. Glaskernknüppel. Gelderzeugung. Frost. Monsieur Landrin, bitte kommen Sie vorbei und füllen Sie wie vereinbart das Loch neben meinem Betrieb auf. Plünderer haben den Durchgang dazu benutzt, sich an den Reserven im Keller meines Betriebs zu bedienen. Dieser untragbare Zustand erfordert sofortige Aufmerksamkeit. Die Milkutin ist Saatguthändler. Haus des Alchemisten. Okay. Loch bei euch schon, ja? Nee, nicht in den, aber in dem anderen beim Alchemisten. Nach dem Alchemisten kann man auch im Keller gehen, ne? Hey. Die Zwischenwelt. Ne?
Monsieur.
Zoons! Praise be to the Holy Mother of our Lord, at last thou speakest!
Nicolas Flamel.
Gentle dame, you have erred here for so long, not a word uttered. In singular contemplation of such terrible slaughter.
A long time, you say? That's not possible, sir. I've just now appeared to you.
Nay, thou must trust me. And thou wast hardly alone in this limbo. There were many travelers, stiff and silent, all in agony, all bound to the anchor stone.
What travelers do you speak of?
The first to arrive was a sobbing child, searching for his mother. After him, many a damned soul carrying their own heads in hand.
Okay.
Then, those whose thoughts passed through me. A minister of God, tormented by doubt.
Hold on. A minister of God? Monsignor de la Fare?
A scholar with soul star-filled, and a learned master of alchemy.
Monsieur Bailly and Monsieur Lavoisier.
A usurer who shed so many tears for his lady.
Monsieur Necker, mourning his wife.
All bound to the anchor stone. Wretched souls, their ascension to the heavens repelled.
Was ist der
The
Ankerstein?
anchor stone, monsieur.
Lapis philosophorum.
The philosopher's
Der Stein der
stone.
Weisen, ja.
Aye! Vile knave who took it for his own lately. No count is he, but that of trespass and perfidy.
Cagliostro.
Well met.
Der Harry kommt auch jetzt bald wo raus.
The anchor stone keeps the travelers in this limbo and makes them masters of the Iron Titans. From the defunct springs the fire that burns inside these demons. Lanterns of the dead. Witchcraft of the blackest sort.
Witchcraft, Hexerei schon so. Oi.
The terrible slaughter.
Nekromantie.
You say I was just observing the massacres.
Aye, vile innumerable crimes. The devil's own accursed titans and their restless horde. They drinketh from the lake where the souls of the dead sleep. Men and women offered in sacrifice to feed the pyre. Then the terrible maw was opened, and in flowed legion of the dead. Ne'er hast I seen such and so many here during all my stay. The stone is verily mine dark confine. Lonely, so lonely, that mine vessel is no more, and my soul still cloistered in this place. Alack, I do despair of ever
Ich werde dir
ascending to
helfen,
heaven.
irgendwie.
Gentle dame, prithee do shatter mine stone.
You want me to break the stone that contains your soul? Is that what you're asking me to do?
Aye, my God, I beg thee.
Do you know where this stone is? You've been buried for more than 3 centuries, monsieur.
The precious jewel, sublime treasure, was inscribed in my legacy, my testament. On my tomb engraved, gentle dame, on the tomb!
Grabstätte. Das ist eine Grabstätte. Holde Maid. Hat er nicht gesehen, dass ich ein Roboter bin? Holde Maid. Oder sieht er mich eher vielleicht als diese Tochter, was ich eigentlich bin?
What a strange encounter. I must tell Abbe Grégoire about it immediately.
Durch das Vorkommen wird das Unvollkommene gereinigt. Auf der Sonne, Vater der Metalle und dem Mond, die Armute beruht das Magistertum. Nur das, was in seiner Urform zurückgeführt worden ist, kann umgewandelt werden. Von der Philosophen Schwefel und Quecksilber. Der Weise arbeitet nicht wie ein Blinder in Zweifel und Finsternis. Außer er sieht gut. Was haben wir hier noch? Die Seele des befreiten Körpers erleidet keinerlei irdisches Bedürfnis. Der Lapis Steinerweisen erfüllt selbst den geringsten Wunsch. Das Gold prahlerisch und eitler Fürst begehrt der glückliche Pilger des Limbus nicht. Weder fürchtet der Tod der trostlose fleischliche Leben, noch bedauert er es. Aus dem Grunde ist der himmlische Ankerstein der größte Schatz. Soll großes Unheil mir widerfahren, so beschwöre ich euch, Ambrosie und Roland, meine wackeren Schüler, verschließt mein Laboratorium für immer. Nehmet nichts und rührt nichts, das Geringste an, erbaut eine Mauer auf, dass niemand mehr einen Fuß hinein hier setze. Verschweigt unser Wissen, geweihten Händen auf tödliche Gefahr, betet Gott um Gnade für die armen Sünder, der für ewige Ruhe sich hat begeben. Euer Meister, der Nikolaus Flammel. Jo. Nö. Avec regulier? Okay, so, muss ich ja sowieso. Okay. Dann. Ups, war schon richtig. Nein, falsch. Mal wieder hier ruf. Dann labern wir mit dem nächsten gern.
Can I help you, Aegis?
The plan worked as we had hoped. My spirit left my body, and I traveled to the in-between.
This is extraordinary. It confirms all my theories.
You were right about the rest, too. Nicholas Flamel's soul had never left the in-between.
Mon Dieu, 4 centuries?
400 Jahre.
What a fearsome fate.
400, okay, ja.
Were you able to speak with this unfortunate soul?
Yes, mon père. He claimed that I had been in purgatory for a long time, but had never spoken until then.
Please, go on.
He said he had met other visitors.
Erzähl mir alles.
Based on his
Nein, erzähl mir
descriptions,
nicht alles.
he was speaking of Monseigneur de la Fare, Minister Necker, Monsieur Bailly and Monsieur Lavoisier. They all seemed unaware of his presence. All bound to the anchor stone. Those were his words.
All those whom Cagliostro turned into his homicidal playthings. Yes, it is just as I thought. The subject has the impression of being the automat it is bound to, but his soul remains in the in-between world.
Mon père, Monsieur Flamel begged me to free him from purgatory. He has suffered for too long.
How can we help him?
If he is to be believed, we would
müssen den
simply
Stein
have to break
zerbrechen.
his stone.
Of course, the Philosopher's Stone. The anchor stone that keeps him in the in-between. But where could it be after all this time?
Look at this, mon père. These are Philosopher's Stones made by Cagliostro's hand. Do they look familiar?
Heavens, they do. Aegis. The ancient chalice of Saint-Jacques is adorned with a similar stone. It was entrusted to me by the parish priests, along with some other relics. I stored it in a reliquary chest in this very room. Here's the key. Go. Let us not waste a second more.
Niklas
Goodbye,
versucht mir
mon
das
père.
Stein zerstören. Machen wir das doch noch flugs. Oh, wo ist denn der Stein? Ja. Guck mal, die unnutzten Ziffern ist doch wieder auf. Entschuldigung. Ist ja alles hier drin? Nö. Den wollte ich ja noch nicht. Genau, du bist der mit den
Monsieur
Notizen.
Lavoisier,
What can I do for you, Aegis?
the clues I found at the warehouse suggest that the gunpowder was moved to the Bastille.
Diable. You must find a way to get there and put an end to this threat.
Goodbye, Monsieur Lavoisier.
Warum? Verstehe ich nicht. Da Notizen entziffern. Warum macht er das nicht? Verstehe ich nicht ganz, warum er das
Here
nicht
it
macht.
is.
4 centuries, Aegis. 4 centuries. No mind can begin to comprehend what this poor man has suffered.
Is this the fate that awaits us? An eternity of silence and solitude?
Purgatory is just a stop on the journey, Monseigneur.
Oh, I would give anything to believe it again.
Monsieur Flamel, the time has come to set you free.
Seigneur, Dieu nous garde.
Geh ins Licht.
Oh, bless me who has broken my chains! Heavenly light! Oh, heavenly light! I shall become one with it!
Et cum haec dixis et videntibus illis elevatus est.
And when he had spoken these things, while they beheld, he was taken up.
Hallelujah! Purgatory is not the end. Do you know what that means, Abbot?
Before I say anything, I would like to take the time to consider the phenomenon we have just witnessed with a clear head.
You are mistaken. What we have just seen and heard makes us new apostles.
Ja.
From this day on, I will live only to share the good news of this divine manifestation.
That is all well and good, Monseigneur. Alas, I will not be able to join your apostolate, for there is no mission more vital than the one we are undertaking. At a moment when the tyrant aims to annihilate his subjects, I have a duty to put deeds before
Ja,
prayer.
das ist doch ja wohl klar. Der Alchemist Trophäe erhalten. Was war das jetzt nur? Stelle eine Ermittlung für Abbe Gregory an. Okay. Der alte Alchemist. Diplomatie-Trophäe auch. Trotzdem gibt mir das noch nicht auf dem...
Monsieur Lavoisier.
What can I do for you?
Goodbye, Monsieur.
Das hilft nicht. Das hilft nicht.
What of your plan to go to the Bastille?
I am...
The tunnels under Montmartre are the only...
Goodbye, Miss...
Naja. Ich geb dich noch nicht ab. Muss man jetzt nochmal die Trophäe genau durchlesen, aber irgendwas war damit. Warum ich die jetzt noch nicht abgibt, die Nebenaufgabe. So, Dali, ich sage auch mal danke fürs Zusehen. Hoffentlich hat es irgendwas geholfen. Und ja, bis zum nächsten Mal bei Steelrising. Tschüss.